Their ears are forward again. Let's see if they come. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. Let's pat her on the other side. Look at there. Pat her on the other side and the left ear came back. That's the mind that I want right there. Hello, welcome to Tim Anderson Horse Training. Today we're going to be working with Sassy. She is some sort of gaited horse. She's unregistered. I'm not really sure what breed she is. She is 4 years old. She just came in day before yesterday, and this will be the first time that I've worked her. What the owner said when she came in was that she was spooky, and I've been watching her since she came in, and anytime a horse is spooky, there's usually kind of a root cause to the spooky, and sometimes they're just generally scared, but that's not the typical problem. What I believe this horse is not, she will react as though she's spooky, but she seems pretty ADHD, like her mind just bounces all over the place. She has settled down a good bit since she has been here, and today we're going to talk about how to get a horse with a real active mind to focus on you. So we're going to do some exercises with Sassy here, and we'll see how that goes. She just came in day before yesterday. She has been enjoying her shavings in her stall. I'll get her brushed down just a little bit, and then we'll get her saddled up. This will be the first time I've saddled her, first time I've done everything with her, and we'll go from there. I know she still has a lot of shavings in her mane. Her mane is kind of coarse. It needs to be washed and conditioned. I really don't want to be brushing on it, trying to brush the shavings out, and end up breaking off a lot of the hair. So, next good warm day I have, I will wash it and condition it and get it softer. This will be the first time that I've saddled her and ridden her, but yesterday I did go in the stall with her and get my hands on her and kind of try to get an idea of what her mind was like. That usually goes a long ways towards helping me come up with a lesson plan for them, a program, what I want to do with them. I see people post all the time, especially on Facebook, that when they get a new horse in for training, they start it over from the beginning like it's never been started. And I think that is two things going on there. First of all, that's a big waste of the horse owner's money. And the other thing is, if a person can't spend a few minutes with the horse and have an idea of what the problem is with the horse, they have to go through starting it from the beginning to see the horse's issues, then they need to work more horses before they start training outside horses. So I'm going to get a bridle, and we'll go from there. I know that this horse has been ridden in a shank bit. I'm going to put a snaffle bit on her because of the exercises that I want to do with her. Back up a step. All right, we'll head out to the arena. So one of the things I want to teach her to focus on me, but I also have to pay attention to her. I'm going to pay attention to what she's looking at, what she's thinking about. The ears are always a key to what she's thinking about. Left ear is going to tell me what the left side of her mind is thinking about. The right ear is going to tell me what the right side of her mind is thinking about. As soon as she gets stopped, I'll release. I'm not going to do anything. There, both ears are back. I don't know if you can see. Both ears are back. She's listening to me. And we're going to sit here a little bit. Now, as soon as I lose her attention, I'm going to pull her head around again. There we go. Head goes around the other way. So what I am teaching her right here is to keep at least one ear on me, because as soon as both ears leave me, I'm going to give her something to do. Right now, the thing I'm going to give her to do is to pull her head around, because I want, good girl, I want to make sure that I establish control of her speed and direction, and I want to control where her mind goes. Ears went forward, I'll just step around and look, pull her nose around again. Good girl. Good girl. So I am teaching her to focus on me. See the ears flicking around? There, I moved my right leg, and that right ear came back, and then she saw something across the street, and both ears went forward and kind of locked forward. Both ears locked somewhere else. I'm going to pull her head around. Now she's starting to get to the point where she's wanting to stop. I'm going to have to start sending her forward, which is what I want. There, both ears are forward again. We're going to go the other way. Now I'm going to start sending her forward. Just a little squeeze with my legs, and I'm going to start riding more with my body. And what this is going to do, this is going to transfer into getting her to pay attention to my seat. Now I'm going to sit and wait for her to stop. Relax my legs, relax my body. Good girl. And she gets stopped, both ears back. Oh, see there? I picked up that left rein, and that left ear came back. That's what I'm wanting. I'm not going to pull on her with both reins at any time. Now right there, she pulled on me. I'll pull one side of her face around. Pull one rein around. She needs to get softer in the face. There we go. Good girl. Let's see what her ears do. Now I'll pick up the rein. Now she's walked forward. Pull one ear around. I don't want her to walk forward until I ask her to walk forward. I'm teaching her to be mentally disciplined, and I'm teaching her to be physically disciplined. There, both ears are forward. I'm gonna pick up just, there we go. See that ear come back when that rein came back? Now I would have released that rein if she would have stayed still. Since she walked forward, we're gonna just walk a circle until her feet get still again. My body did not tell her to go forward. Just like I said a minute ago, I'm teaching her to control her mind, and I'm teaching her to control her body and listen to my body. There we go, good girl. This is something that is really boring to do, and it takes a lot of patience, but this is one of those things that the boring stuff will pay off. When you're training, don't ever skip the boring stuff. This little thing, like where her ears are pointing, is really boring to train, but it's so important to get her mind where it needs to be to have a successful ride. Now I'm just sitting again, I'm waiting for her to stop. I'm not going to do anything to make her stop because I want her to pay attention to my seat. Right there, she's kind of blowing, she's kind of pulling her head away from me a little bit. Good girl. I'm waiting for her. I'm waiting for her to give her attention back to me. And then I'll reward her for giving me her attention. Now her ears are forward again. We're going to go forward again. Now right there, I could have just tipped her nose and stopped because when I picked up my left rein, their ears came back. That's basically picking up that ear, picking up the rein, and her ear coming back is like saying, hey, pay attention. And she did. But I want it to be a little better. She didn't keep her attention on me very long after we stopped. So we're going to make it a little bit more work. Go back forward again. I'm riding with my seat. I'm sending her forward. Now I'm going to relax my legs. See how long it takes her to figure out I'm not sending her anymore. She slowed down. She thought about it. Good girl. Good girl. Her ears are forward again. Let's see if they come. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. Let's pat her on the other side. Look at there. Pat her on the other side and the left ear came back. That's the mind that I want right there. Now I'm patting her ear didn't come back. We go back forward again. Every time I do anything, whether I put leg on her, I pick up a rein, even if I speak, I want that ear coming back to me. I want her saying, are you talking to me? What do you want me to do? That is training her mind to be willing to accept the rider and instruction. Good girl. Good girl. Her ears forward again. Oh, that one's back. She's young, and that's part of being young. Their attention is going to bounce all over the place. So you can't be too hard on a young horse, but you can't let it go too long either. Hey, pay attention. Man, we're going to go forward. She took a step, we're going to go forward. She don't want it. She's like, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I'll pay attention. I had to really send her forward that time. That tells me that I'm getting there. Her mind is engaged and she is listening to what I'm telling her to do. She is taking the instruction. Just gonna sit now. Much better, much better. Like 4 steps and she came to a stop. Good girl. Now I really want to pull her head like at least equally both directions. She's stiffer to the right than she is the left. So I'm probably going to pull her to the right a little bit more than I do the left, but I'm also going to key in on her ears, and if I need to get an ear, there's the left ear. The left ear is better about coming back to me than the right ear. There's the right ear. Good job. Good girl. A horse just kicked or made a noise in the barn. Both ears went forward, and she walked forward. So we're going to go back in a circle. Squeeze at my legs. Lots of repetition doing this. Lots and lots of repetition. This is really important for getting a horse broke in the mind. You can get a horse broke in the body, get their body broke, get them to quit bucking, but that doesn't get their mind broke. You've got to get their mind broke, their mind willing to take instruction. And that's what I've done here. Really like what she's done today. This is the first ride I've put on her since she came day before yesterday. I'm not going to do much else with her today. Now she's looking at the camera. I'm not really going to make her move there. I want to reward her because she's wanting to stand still. This is the first time I've ridden her, and I've only been on her just a couple minutes, and I feel like I've made really good progress. So I'm going to go ahead and quit for today, even though it was just a couple of minutes. Oh, she walked forward. We're going to move her again. Get her head back this way. Good girl. Good girl. All right, so I'm going to quit there for today. Until next time, thank you for watching.